Hello guys, Sans Rarity here. Today I'm gonna rank the remaining seasons from the first part of the video. You already know the tiers from the first part, so I don't have to say them again. Without wasting any more time, let's start the ranking with Season 10.
SOS.
The main mechanic of this season was killing your opponent in the middle of the match. Every obtainable skin in that season had its own kill animations, such as comic Impostor biting you and green Impostor stabbing you. Whenever the round ended, the loser was punished depending on the map that the battle took place in. This season also brought a brand new wheel called the X wheel. In the wheel you can obtain up to 9 skins, which one of them can be evolved. In order to max the X skin, you have to spend over 100.00 gems. If you're lucky enough, then you might spend less. Overall, I'll give this season a tier. It was fun, but it could have been better.
No! What would I need friends for when I've got this? I'm unstoppable! Hey! Sunshine Lollipop!
In this season they added a new game mode called Super Boss. In this game mode you have to team up with 8 other players in order to defeat the Super Boss. In order to win, you have to either get the requested score, or to reach the requested score together with your teammates. As for the main mechanic, you can evolve in the middle of the battle, while also begin able to attack. Skins obtainable in this season had special forms and attacks. You could have got some of their Dynamax forms by completing challenges.
Wait, what are challenges?
Challenges are basically harder versions of songs with mechanics.
All right.
Overall, I'll give this season S tier. Even though it didn't let me play the first event because of a bug, I had lots of fun.
Our build Cypher tried to make the Fortnite Island freaky, but was 200 pumped by Stan Bynes and his squad.
In this season they added a new game mode called 3v3. In this game mode you have to choose a side and team up with 2 other players. In order to defeat the other side, the side who has the highest score wins. With wins, you can obtain skins that can be evolved with more wins. The evolved skins can either have their own aura or transform into a different form. In order to max out a skin, you have to win 80 times. As for the main mechanic for this season, it's attacking in the middle of the match. Skins obtainable in this season also had unique attacks but also defenses, such as Tuffy calling Jerry in order to stab you, and lighting summoning an orange shield around him. Overall, I'll give this season a tier. Also a fun fact, a co-director of Tom's Basement called Max Play Games tried the game since Jingmao Tech added a majority of the mod in the game.
You okay, Patrick?
Finland!
In this season they added a new way to unlock skins called collections. Basically, in order to unlock a skin, you have to collect an X amount of currency. How do you earn that currency? You can obtain it in the middle of the match when a character appears. The main mechanic for this season is attacking and defending yourself in the middle of the match. For example, SpongeBob summoning a big hand holding a spatula in order to hit you, and Mr. Krabs spawning a green shield around him. Overall, I'll give this season a tier. I really liked the collection system, and the events were really good. Though it's a shame that we didn't get Arrow Funk Pico due to copyright reasons. This season was anything but scary. Like, I understand what they tried to do with the jump scares and the warning thingy, but it wasn't scary, like, at all. It's hard to call it a jump scare if it's just an image of a character trying to eat you. Even Noli's hallucination laugh is scarier than that. Besides that, the events and the reused mechanic were good. Overall, I'll give this season B tier. If they'll ever gonna make a horror-themed season, at least add stuff that's actually scary, and probably some creepypastas such as Jeff the Killer. Also, after a few days when the first event released, a skin called Goonie got removed off the spin wheel and got replaced with Mono. And it's also a shame that we didn't get any of the other Smelling Criders skins from the season trailer. In this season they added 2 new game modes, called Clan and Boss Assault. In order to unlock Boss Assault, you have to beat all the bosses from any set of bosses. In Boss Assault you play as the boss, and you have to go against 3 other players. You can earn up to 1600 gems and 6 frames. In order to get all the frames, you have to win 333 times, which is insane. The only thing that changes is the number of the frame, anything else is the same. As for clans, you can create your own clan for 1000 gems. In clans, you can participate in 3v3 rooms, private rooms, boss fights and even super boss matches with other members. There's also a level up system, where you can extend the number of members in your clan. There are 30 levels in total and you can invite up to 100 players. That's about it for clans. Now let's talk about the main mechanic. The main mechanic of this season is a combination of Dynamax and the bar mechanic. Sadly, we didn't get the Dynamax forms of the skins either. I'll give this season an A tier. This season brought 2 new features, good events and difficult bosses, so I can't complain about that.
There's no time to relax. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, oh. Drag, swalla la la.
How many Sonic seasons are they gonna make? Anyway, this season was more unique than Season 8, since instead of the match taking place in one place, the match takes place in more places that are randomized. This change was only in PvP and 3v3, boss fight and super boss didn't have the change, since it would have been more complicated and probably laggy, making the experience unenjoyable. Speaking of unenjoyable experiences, 3v3 was the laggiest game mode in the entire season due to the boost. The way of obtaining collectibles for skins was unique, since you would encounter a random character in a match, and he would sing together with you. This change applied in PvP and boss fight. Overall, I'll give this season an A tier. It could have been better if the game wasn't laggy. I wouldn't be surprised if they'll make another Sonic season. Anyway, onto the next C. What is it now?
I have breaking news. Apparently Jing Mao Tech sold the game to another company called Beatbit Co. Limited.
Why did they sell the game though?
It's because the iOS version got striked by someone.
Well, that's a shame. And what's their goal?
The goal is to bring joy and excitement.
This shit looks so AI-generated. Hopefully their first season is gonna be just like the other season we had.
I've read that book. Mugbeard dies in the end.
That's a good one. It does.
This season was one of the worst seasons we've ever had. They added 2 gambling machines, called Legacy and Premium Legacy. The normal Legacy has every skin from seasons 35 and beyond until season 16, and Premium Legacy includes a couple of bundle skins. Both of them reset in the middle of the season. The season's theme was a combination of seasons 121,314 and 15. Since the iOS version of the game got struck down, some icons and text were replaced with season 15's icons and season 16's text. And also due to the problem, the season lasted for over 100 days, which bothered a lot of people including myself. Every event was mid, with the Sprunky event being the worst one since it was literally a reskin of the Cheese Week event. They added in total, for super bosses, Tordbot, Retrospector, Angry Copy and QT. The hardest boss was Angry Copy, while the easiest was Tordbot. Overall, I'll give this season D tier. I would have given this season F tier if it wasn't for the super bosses.
Can we just take a moment to just look at this?
Elephant green screen effect.
Since season 18 and 19 have the same theme, I'll combine them and talk about them, in order to save some time. This season brought 2 new game modes, Summon God and Slay God. In Summon God, you can summon a top player, in order to either fight against or help you, depending on the game mode you are in. In order to summon them, you have to earn a new currency called relics. Relics can be obtained by playing any game mode besides Super Boss. It costs 3 and 10 relics in order to summon a god. If a god wins, they earn divinity. With divinity, they can earn gems and frames. They can also enter the leaderboard, which resets every season. In Slay God, you can battle a top player. Every song chosen is a nightmare difficulty song. It costs 25 relics in order to slay a god. Now that I finished talking about the 2 new game modes, let's talk about the seasons themselves. The theme was a religion theme. The skins were kinda mid, especially the AI sloppy ones. The events were one of the laziest one we've ever had. Season 18 had the Midnight Cathedral event, which had 7 bosses, only 3 of them were church-related, while Season 19 had the Hero event, which had 3 bosses. Only one of them was a hero and the other 2 were villains. Overall, I'll give Season 18 C tier, while Season 19 an F tier. Sure, the new game modes are good, but the events and skins were mid, and Italian brainrot ruined the season for me. For fuck's sakes, I hope the next season will be good. This season was surprisingly good. They added a new game mode called God Trials. In God Trials, 10 different Beat God players can choose up to 10 different songs chosen by the devs. In order to join a trial, you have to record your gameplay of a song by your choice. After that, you submit your recording and pray that they'll accept it. Every God trial resets every Friday. If you beat all trials, then you can unlock the most obtainable to lose note skin in the game. The reason is because you can barely see the notes coming. If you know the chart of a song really well, then it won't be a problem for you. The main mechanic of this season was the same as Season 13, but instead of one collectible character appearing in a match, all collectibles character appear in a match. Overall, I'll give this season an A tier. The events were great, and the introduction of God Trials is awesome, since it's similar to Arena from Season 6. This season added a feature called Faction, where you had to choose between the Survivor and Corruptor side. Once you choose your faction, you had to earn points. In order to earn points, you had to either play with skins from the faction that you chose, or play 3v3 and fight with your faction. Every Friday, the faction with the most points changed the background of the main menu. If you earned 3,000 points in a faction, then you would unlock a node skin. With every win from a faction, the attacks were getting stronger. The Halloween event had 2 phases, with the first one having 3 bosses, and the second one adding 3 more bosses. Overall, I'll give this season an A tier. The addition of factions was interesting and the events were good and the bosses were fun. And that's it for this video. I won't talk about Season 22 since it hasn't ended yet. Happy New Year, everyone.